Before we get into the specifics of managing, the routines and competencies we need to master to become effective, we must first adopt the right mindset. This discussion logically follows my mini-series on self-management, where I explore the transition from just managing ourselves to managing teams. So you may wish to take some time to watch those episodes as well. Hi, I'm Nikos Rosidis, CEO, management consultant, and author. I've made it my personal mission to help raise the level of managerial competence among young, aspiring managers, as well as more seasoned managers who wish to improve their effectiveness, giving and receiving feedback, handling individual and team meetings, setting goals and objectives, performance management and coaching, business planning and budgeting, decision-making, communication. Managing has undergone drastic change over the years, as we have moved from a focus of efficiency in manufacturing to an economy driven by knowledge and innovation. We've been transitioning from a philosophy of command and control hierarchies to more enabling and facilitating forms of managing others. So as we embark on the managerial journey, the starting point is a shift in the way we think about management, its core purpose, and the behaviors and routines we need to adopt to achieve it. Old metaphors like drill sergeant or authoritarian boss are no longer appropriate or relevant, and metaphors are important as they influence the way we see reality. So the role of the manager in today's world is more akin to navigating a ship, where you're on a course to reach a destination, albeit the destination takes the form of objectives and outcomes. It similarly requires delegation, effective teamwork, and the ability to make logical and rational decisions. To achieve this in modern management, you need to act as a coach at certain times and a mentor at others, a trusted enabler that facilitates, empowers, motivates, gives advice.
Listen, I'm sorry, and...
Forget it. When I first started, Jessica wrote me so hard, I quit once a month. I just told you what you needed to hear.
The modern manager needs to understand how systems work, the importance of processes, and how to deal with constant change by leveraging technology and innovation. But even as management thinking has benefited from new theories and a wealth of practical experience, managerial competence has not caught up. And this creates a paradox of sorts: management-related literature that fills warehouses, yet relevant competencies that remain at levels I would regard as unacceptably low. Using tried and tested routines to build trust and respect within your team, while meeting performance goals, is certainly a big ask. But the good news is that the skills you need can be learned. There's nothing inherently difficult about the essentials of managing. It's not rocket science. You just need to adopt the right mindset, act according to a set of key principles, and master the required skills. So, what are the essentials of managing effectively? Well, it's not simply a matter of taking some business courses or doing an MBA. Imagine being told how to play a sport, say football or soccer in the US, before you get on the pitch to play. How to control the ball, how to dribble past opponents, how to pass and shoot. It sounds easy enough in theory, but you soon realize how difficult it is with real opponents on the field. To be fair, business schools do offer knowledge and simulated exercises that cover some of the skills you'll need. They go over how to set objectives, develop strategy, or run projects and effective meetings. But most curricula don't provide very much useful knowledge in terms of the routines you'll need to adopt right away. They don't typically cover the actual behaviors that underpin good management. So you soon realize that knowing about something does not mean being proficient at it. Before you were promoted to manager, you probably handled a range of individual tasks for which only you were responsible. You probably excelled in the technical knowledge and skills of your job, which made you a strong candidate for promotion. But soon you find out that performing the tasks of an engineer, an architect, a nurse, or a doctor don't necessarily prepare you for managing other people. And if you turn to management textbooks, you'll find detailed references to the basic functions of management: planning, organizing, leading, staffing, and controlling. The problem with this conceptualization of management is twofold. First, it's mostly based on a paradigm of management from a different era, the era of smokestacks and perpetual growth, not one of knowledge, artificial intelligence, and sustainability. So it's no longer as relevant. The second goes beyond relevance and revolves around how we acquire knowledge and how we learn effective routines at a practical level. Reading about these management functions does not readily translate to the routines and behaviors involved in managing teams on a day-to-day basis. How to structure your time, what behaviors help you gain credibility and trust, how to build and run effective teams, how to set goals, monitor them, and make decisions. Delivering individual tasks and meeting individual goals is no longer enough when you're seated at your new desk. You now need to help others deliver. It becomes less me-centric and much more team-centric. Quite a different challenge and an entirely different mindset. So as you embark on your journey, you need to reflect on the core purpose of your role and the attitude you need to adopt so as to help your team deliver. And that comes before you get into the specific areas of competence and skill building, which I'll cover in easily digestible chunks in individual episodes. So here are 5 suggestions to get you started. Number 1, keep an open mind and truly listen. Don't make assumptions before you establish the facts. Number 2, be fair, respectful, and walk the talk. Treat others as you would like them to treat you, with fairness and dignity. Don't talk down to people, never be sarcastic, and don't gossip. And if you need to reprimand someone, don't do it in front of others, do it privately. And remember, in management, being respected is far preferable to being liked. Number 3, don't micromanage, learn to delegate. You became a manager because you were good at your individual role, but now is the time to let go and manage performance at the team level. Set aside your ego and the senseless rules that show that you are the boss. Number 4, focus on outcomes as well as processes. Being results-oriented entails defining clear, realistic goals and setting expectations accordingly. At the same time, show flexibility and a willingness to pivot if required, and always communicate and align with your team. Number 5, know when to apply critical thinking to solve consequential business problems, to avoid bias and reach effective decisions. So acquiring managerial skills is absolutely vital to you, the manager, those that you manage, your team, as well as the organization you work for, the source of your paycheck. If you manage badly, the repercussions are negative all around. And the resentment you cause may come back to bite you in a number of ways.
I do want to express myself. Okay? And I don't need 37 pieces of flair to do it. All right? There's my flair. Okay? And this is me expressing myself. Okay? There it is. I hate this job. I hate this goddamn job and I don't need it.
People talk and you never know who's listening and can influence your career. So long for now and see you in the next episode.